I'm talking to acupuncturist Sharon Kastoriano today. Hi, Sharon. How are you?
Hi, Joanne. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Sharon, I'd like to talk today a little bit about acupuncture and infertility. How can acupuncture help women who are battling to fall pregnant?
It can help in many different ways. It depends on what the issues are surrounding the problems for a woman getting pregnant, or even I would say like we would look at a couple to see why they're having problems getting pregnant. If it's in order for somebody to get pregnant, we need a good egg, we need sperm, we also need a good environment for the embryo. So like there needs to be no problems with the uterus. If, for example, somebody came to me and said, my tubes are blocked, can you help me? I would say no. Like you, for that you really need fertility treatments such as IVF. But there's other issues, why somebody might have problems getting pregnant. If it's a female-related problem, there can be like hormonal issues, problems with ovulation. There can be something called endometriosis, which causes problems with the embryo implanting. A large population of the women that I see it's related to age. Unfortunately for women, there's the biological clock, and it's, even if we're, extremely healthy and have a great diet and everything else, unfortunately, once we sort of get to around like over 35, 40, the quality of egg starts to decline, and that can cause some problems getting pregnant.
If you find out that the problem is a sperm-related issue, how can acupuncture and Chinese herbs help to improve sperm count and quality?
It can really help. The problem is not with the treatment, it's getting the men to come for treatments. So that's usually the best way that I like to treat men, because it's hard to get them to come in for regular treatment. They're not necessarily as proactive as women. So I typically will do an herbal program with them for 3 months. Because sperm, if there's an issue with sperm, for example, with low sperm count, like sperm is created new every 3 months. So if you work with somebody over a 3-month cycle, you can very often help to improve the sperm count. And also sometimes the quality of the sperm is not great. So with a combination of herbs, and there's lots of supplements that have been proven to improve sperm quality. So you can combine all of these together, and you really you can really make some great improvements, enough to help somebody get pregnant.
What sort of success has there been in helping women who are battling to fall pregnant actually, fall pregnant?
Great success. If you look at like the clinical studies, that's sort of where we look sort of like for percentages and statistics and things like that. When women are typically acupuncture is, some women try to get pregnant naturally just using acupuncture herbs alone, but a large majority are they're combining Western hormone treatments and acupuncture. And this is where the studies have been done, and they've shown, whereas like an IVF cycle, depending on the situation, may have like a 40% chance, you're increasing it by 60% if you're combining it with herbs and acupuncture. So it really, and there's just been so many studies done at this point to show that you have an increased chance of getting pregnant if you're combining the two. And in some situations,
sorry, carry on.
In some situations, women will, not be able to do fertility treatments. Maybe they're at the point where the hormones, they're just not going to respond to fertility treatments. So this is really, a good time to see if acupuncture can, give them the last chance.
And take me through an initial consultation for somebody coming to you with infertility problems. What would happen? Would you require to see both spouses together at the same time?
No, it doesn't have to be, but I do ask, so if somebody first contacts me, I'm sending them my forms. They're very detailed forms that have lots of very specific questions about the fertility test they've done, the fertility history, and in those forms too, there's also questions regarding the male issue, if there's any problems with sperm quality. And if so once then I get those forms back, we take a look, and then I meet them in person. If the husband wants to come, then that is great. Most times it's not, it's hard to kind of drag them along. And then once we're there, then that's when sort of we've got the questions, but then I'm going to look at the person. And that's where the other sort of forms of diagnosis come in, taking a look at the person, you look at the person's tongue, you're taking their pulse, other things to make your final diagnosis. And then, we would see from there sometimes just acupuncture is just appropriate, and then otherwise we're combining the acupuncture and Chinese herbs.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.